It's Ricky Hatton here. Make sure you subscribe and like the Triple B. Because, you know, if I found him in bed with my wife, I'd tuck him in. Yeah, hello, wagwan, shalom, and salam alaikum. Yes, hello. So, today's video, I want to do it about Ricky Hatton, yeah? About Ricky Hatton, you know, the man of the people. Now, I've been straight, you know. I've been attacked many times, yeah, for being mean to Ricky Hatton, which is a little bit lame, man. I mean, you know, and they go, oh, what have you achieved? You ain't achieved nothing like Ricky. Yeah, yeah. Ricky. Yeah. I haven't fallen out with my parents and ripped them off money. Well, did they rip him off? I don't even know the story, right? And yeah, I know. Families can be difficult and all this kind of thing. So, you know, I mean, I don't know the full story, but yeah. And also, I haven't encouraged my son to become a pro boxer, even though he's rubbish. So yeah, you're right. I'm not like Ricky Hatton, and he achieved well in boxing, you know. But you know, people use that pathetic argument. Oh, you must be jealous. You're a hater. Oh, you wish you achieved what he had. You can't criticize him because you didn't achieve nothing. Now, first of all, no one knows what I've done. Yeah, because staying anonymous is important here, right? Yeah, obviously in boxing, no, of course not. Very few people have achieved what Ricky Hatton has achieved, man, and well done to him. You know, even brought up on it. Also, the other thing is, I haven't been chinned spectacularly in front of like millions of people. I've never been chinned, you know, except that I once got attacked. With weapons and stuff, and they I woke up at the hospital. That was weird, but yeah. Apart from that, Ricky. So, you know, I used to really like Ricky Hatton. I've been to a few of his fights live. Yeah, so I paid that man. Yeah? And of course I can criticize him. I'm a boxing fan, you know. It's like saying, if someone goes, I don't like that guy down the road, you know, the guy who owns a grocer's shop, and I'll be like, oh, you can't criticize him. You haven't achieved what he has. You haven't opened a grocer's shop, yeah, or been a warrior in the garden. You know, it's a nonsense argument. You know, all sports fans that follow something passionate and know about it have every right to criticize or buoy up whatever they want. You know, their football team or whatnot. I mean, you know, it's just a joke, man. It's a pathetic argument, yeah, by normies that have no brain, man. They just roll out cliches and they think they're like a pub psychologist. Yeah, I'm not a hater of Ricky Hatton. You know, I just think he's a fat idiot. Yeah, I think he is a disgrace. Yeah, in the sense that, you know, some of the stuff he says, he's a Illuminati pawn, like. Yeah, I haven't been like Ricky. I haven't dressed up in a gimp mask and handcuffs and women's underwear. You know he got forced to do that. Yeah, he got given some big fights, but they're like, look, man, you better pull the agenda. You better pull the cart, man. Yeah? There was he also did some tweet years ago. This is a working class man who loves his football, football is bread and circus. It's lame, man. Drop that stuff. I've done it. I don't support no football team. Yeah, because they just want you to be obsessed, to work during the week for the man, the wage slave, be obsessed with football so that all you care about is you read the Scum or the Mirror or whatever, some turd, and then you just talk to your mates about, oh no, what he should have done, he should have played this formation. Why did he not put on Salah till the end or some nonsense, like all this kind of thing. Oh, we should never have had them guys take the penalties at the European Cup because they weren't experienced. Well, you know why he did it? It was all about an agenda. They hoped they score so that when them three like Afro-Caribbean British guys, you know, missed. So they hope they scored and everyone go, the heroes. They messed it up. But they still turn it to advantage because they're like, oh, because they pick on a few like racist tweets. They go, look how awful this country is, terrible, full of racist blood. We don't stand for that. Yeah, anyone can be British or English or whatever. It's English anyway because the England team. Yeah, English is actually ethnicity. It's not a nationality, but whatever. They won't give us English nationality. They should. They should have Scottish nationality, Welsh nationality, Cornish nationality, you know, English nationality and all that thing. So you can be your own people. But they will always spin it to their advantage, and that's how they spun it. So after their plan didn't work out, they were stuck going, these guys are heroes, don't you diss them. You've never taken a penalty for England, so who are you to criticise? All this nonsense. These guys paid millions a year to do this, and they can't slot a penalty home, right? Yeah. So Ricky Hatton is a Manchester City fan, and I remember a tweet a few years ago. I was like, what? This was like 15 years ago or something. But it stuck in my head because I wasn't red-pilled then. I wasn't clued up. My eyes were open. But I was still like, why is he... This is a working-class English lad. He was a boxer, tough guy ting. And he comes out with a tweet that said something like, our Manchester City wearing rainbow laces for the game today to show their support for the LGBT community, yeah, and to fight homophobia. Yeah, I mean, come on, man, as if a normal, average, working class lad would be for that. You know, in real life, you'd be in the pub going, them batty boys, you know, I ain't into that, all that ting, man. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Buggering. Yeah, but, you know, he has to follow it, and that's why he does a lot of sexual posts. Yeah, he also it happens a lot. You know, people get caught cheating on their wives because the elitists want to bring down the family values. Yeah, they want to disrespect it. They want to encourage intercourse randomly. Yeah, to not treat it right. Yeah, and they use Hatton because he's another one as well. They've used boxing as well to push a lot of agendas, including the black man's agenda, because it's the ultimate man sport, isn't it? You know, something like 98% of boxing fans are men. Yeah, you don't bring the posh ones, you know, the ones with money will bring their bird along, right? But there was in the Canelo match, Bivol, yeah? You're talking a massive match, and there's a bunch of women ringside with their boobies, like, slung out for everyone to see. You know, they probably took, like, hours in the makeup room. What are they doing? They're checking their mobiles, yeah, whilst Bivol is handing Canelo a boxing lesson. Yeah? So women have not been traditionally interested in boxing, but, you know, now it's been pushed to show because the gender is there's no such thing as man and woman. Yeah, there's just one. We can be what we want. They've invented all these like crazy categorizations which make no sense biologically or culturally, and encourage these poor kids to believe that thing. Yeah, to believe that shit. So it's just part of the same thing. And like I said, I had to go boxing news. They're the worst. They're scumbags, man. A formerly respected independent publication now buoying female boxing, like covered with female boxing. Like I said, 25% of the pages the other day were about women boxing. Yeah? Yeah? And then the next week it was like 8 out of 40 pages were women boxing. I haven't even checked this week. The only reason I checked to see what they're saying about how to rank an opponent, nothing. Like I said, I've done a video about this. Check my video collection. Yeah, watch them. I'm very, very particular about the Alejandra Ayala disgrace and handing. Yeah. So, you got Ricky Hatton, you know, and he's acting like a degenerate. I mean, we all slip, man. You know, cheating on his wife, doing the yayo and getting filmed and stuff. I mean, that ain't a normal person thing. That's a setup, right? I wouldn't even be surprised if Ricky was in on it. Yeah. You know, maybe you can have a secret cameras. Yeah, you know, most people don't walk around with secret cameras. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go meet up with Ricky, and he's gonna do some yayo and then get hold of me. And you know what? I film it because while I'm at it. Yeah, yeah. And they get the stooges and their pawns, and they just basically offer them money. You know, those dirty papers, the old News of the World, the scum. All these ones, they're no better. The scums are worse. Believe that. It's also a Murdoch thing. Murdoch's one of the most corrupt, poisonous media institutions in the world. You know, him and his, he's a rice driller, isn't he? Old Murdoch. He's got a rice queen as a wife. Yeah. And she, I don't know, she's like a quarter of his age or something. The man's about 98. All these elite guys, they always live to be real old, close to 100, don't they? Prince Philip, the Queen. Yeah, all these peeps. Yeah, Murdoch. Yeah, Robert Maxwell would have lived to be that age, but they threw him overboard because he stepped out of line. Yeah. So anyway, because this is a boxing channel, we go back to boxing. So Ricky Hatton is obviously a stooge, right? I mean, he's not high level one, but they still use him. And you know, when they call him in, he's got to do what they tell. Yeah, you got to dress up in a gimp mask and wear women underwear and wear handcuffs Oh, come on, man. Me family. I mean, he's got a family, remember. Kids. It's not only Camp Bella and Hatton, yeah? Who's like, what is he, 20, 19? There's Fern Hatton and Millie Hatton, 2 girls. What do you think they want to see their dad dressed up? Or their dad wants his girl to see him dressed up in a gimp mask? You know, of course not. It's sickening. It's degenerate. But he had to do it. Right? But now, why I'm really having a go at Ricky Hatton today is now everyone knows that I'm big on the Alejandra Ayala story, Hannah Rankin story, and no one else is reporting it hardly. We had a guy at Boxing Social wrote an article, yeah, on the website. They didn't do a video, yeah, and then they had, you know, the boxing board said nothing, you know, thoughts and prayers. That's about all you get, which is a lie anyway. I don't give them no thought. Otherwise, they'd write about it, yeah. The Mexican papers picked up on a bit because she's Mexican, but, you know, nothing more's happened. Oh, she's awake. Oh, great. Oh, well done. Who knows what damage has been done to this poor lady? She almost got killed. 2 operations, blood. So why I'm annoyed at Ricky? Yeah. So Ricky's got this... Ricky Hatton's got this Metro. Metro is a free newspaper in the UK. It's pretty whack, but they all are. Yeah. And so he's got... I think he does a weekly... like boxing, like column, if you like, yeah. So he goes on about Canelo Golovkin, yeah. So that's the main thing. Oh, there's a huge buzz about the fight. Well, not really, mate. You know. And he's whatever. It's not important, man. It's just a waffle, you know, just promoting that nonsense. Golovkin desperate to capitalise. Yeah. Of course he is, Ricky. Oh, Canelo dangerous as ever. Yeah. It's an old man who should have won probably both fights and got ripped off because, yeah, Canelo was the man, the real Illuminati favourite. Yeah, and this is right. Okay, so but this is what I'm really getting at. Why I'm real angry with Ricky Hatton, that big fat turd, that red face. Yeah, you're sniffing. By the way, he's fighting Barrera. I made a video on that as well. Yeah, I'm on top of things, man. So I made a video as well. He's fighting Barrera on an exhibition. Now, Barrera's, I think, is 4 years older. Barrera's looked good. He's had a few exhibitions. I can't remember the names of the guys, but you watch him, he's looking good. He's still, yeah, of course, he's slower, and he's got a bit of a, you know, a spare tyre. But, you know, that's okay for an almost 50-year-old man. But he is landing good punches. He's educated. He's still got some reflexes. Now, Ricky... You know, we don't know, man. He got ironed out a few times. Sevchenko also stopped him with a body shot, which I think was, you know, ironic, really, because Ricky liked his body shots. I won my good money on that. I thought, no, man. You know, he's coming back. He doesn't live the life, you know. Yeah, and what he did, especially, he let down fans a bit because later on in his career, all he's doing in training camp is losing the weight. And it's not good for your body. You will not have the strength. You might look the part. He always looked the part, didn't he? You know, in the fights. And he's done it again. Yeah. You could see he was struggling. He wanted to lose weight, Hatton, because he knows he's a pig. He's obese. Yeah. I don't know, at one stage I think he weighed about 18 stone. And, you know, he likes his big fried breakfast because he's man of the people, isn't it, Ricky? Hey, Ricky. Hey, you're man of the people, eh? Huh? Yeah, you know, on the old channel, right? I had a Ricky Hatton video taken down because they said it was bullying. You know, all it was reporting what a fat, greedy pig he is, man. So he's got a lot of fans, right? I could have a little man bully Ricky Hatton, man. You know. Anyway, so Hatton has dropped a lot of weight. You know, he's done it well, to be honest. I give him that, you know, for the fight against Barrera, the exhibition. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care, man. I don't know if it's a decision about anyway. And obviously, I'm not going to pay to watch that nonsense, you know. I mean, I watched the Roy Jones. I didn't pay. I watched the Roy Jones, Mike Tyson. I cringed. They were so bad, yeah. And before that, because they see Mike Tyson on the pads, whack, 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 for about 3 seconds. You know, he would probably knock out Wilder now in a round. I'm like, you guys are high, man. You guys are on the best yayo there is available. Huh? We don't know nothing about boxing, you know. And sure, yeah, we look like 2 actors trying to pretend to be Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, and it was they tried the moves, but they wouldn't work. And so I would imagine this will happen. I mean, with Hatton. He was a bit younger than them and younger than Barrera. Yeah. But, I'd watch it, whatever, out of interest. If I've got nothing better to do, And I'll probably cringe, and then I'll do a video on it. I'll do a live. Yeah. But going back to Ricky Hatton's column, now this is what, see, all these things are intertwined. The Boxing Board of Control, the newspapers, the World Organization, the Boxing News. They all support each other. They're all part of the same clique, or clique, if you want to call it that. Yeah? And many of them are part of the same secret societies. So Ricky Hatton has this to say now. I just go over it quickly. We know Alejandra Ayala, who never fought beaten a world-class opponent or won with a winning record, except some bum on a debut. Yeah? And had no place. She'd lost every single round against a world-class fight, including getting ironed out by Savannah Marshall in 3 rounds, I think it was. And, she had anomalies on her brain test. Yet she was still allowed to fight then. So the British board knew. Right, so that's the roundup again. I shouldn't have to say it. Yeah, hopefully you know. So this is Ricky Hatton. Now, this was last Friday. So it's 27th of May. So this is almost 2 weeks after it's happened. Yeah? And she's come out of the coma, Ayala. But we don't know anything more. This is what Ricky has to say. Prayers for the medical staff after the Alejandra Ayala injury. Anna Rankin got the win she needed on Fight Zone when she defended her world titles in Glasgow early this month. But there's been a lot of concern for her opponent Alejandra Ayala, who was taken to hospital as a result of injuries suffered that night. Oh, well done. Yeah, you care. Okay. Let's see what you got to say about the medical issues. Alejandra was placed in an induced coma. But this week there was great news. She's regained her consciousness and is now on the mend in hospital. I'm sorry if I can't do that. I get bored, but it's just nasal. Annoying, man. It's a scary thing that can happen in any fight anywhere. Oh, thanks for telling us, Ricky. We had no idea that boxing could be dangerous. Especially with the unfit women who's had a brain anomaly. Yeah, right. But this is where I get annoyed. It's a credit to the medical staff in Glasgow that night. Yes, fine. I mean, I don't know about the procedure. I wasn't there. I don't know what the doctors did, but thankfully, it seems they saved her. Yeah, he doesn't mention the bad matchmaking, the fact that she was exhausted and she shouldn't have been in that 10th round, or the fact she had a brain anomaly. Yeah? The fighters are going to get fantastic medical treatment straight away. Yeah. Why is that? It's a credit to the medical staff in Glasgow, I said that, and the British Boxing Board of Control for being so well prepared. He is crediting the British Boxing Board of Control for this fight and for saving this woman's life. That is what he's doing. Ricky Fatton Hatton, the obese, yayo snorting, big fried breakfast eating pig who pushes his whack son, Campbell Hatton, as a prospect. When he knows he's going to get ironed out. Yeah. And he's just a product of some random bunk up that Ricky had when he was a kid, man. It was just some, one night ting, innit? One night fling, And he does look like him, but not as ugly, thankfully for Campbell. He's actually not a bad looking kid, no homo. But Ricky Hatton is saying it's a credit to the British Boxing Board of Control for being so well prepared. Well, yeah, I mean, we do have the decent medical facilities in this country. Yeah. And he says it's because of the Michael Watson incident when they bucked up their game. Yeah, because they were about to get sued, man. And they would have lost everything. They're a private company. The British Boxing Board are a limited private company. You can go online. I think they got £1 million cash money in the bank. Yeah. They're self-appointed. They're not some charity or some official organisation. They're self-appointed. I'll set up my company tomorrow. The Triple B Boxing Board of Control. Yeah? I'm sure I'll be better than them because I won't be corrupt. Right? So, the Boxing Board of Control are to be thanked. Why does Ricky not mention the fact that this woman should not even have been in the ring? Yeah? She had a anomaly that was picked up by the Boxing Board of Control. And we don't know the subsequent scans, but the indication is she hasn't had any. Yeah? And I've had some idiot on the channel go, oh, you don't know. Oh, you can fake. You start blaming it on Alejandra Ayala. Going, oh, yeah, oh, you can fake scans and, you don't know what paper she came with. She could have been, And so stop making excuses for this. Yeah? This woman was flabby. She had dimples all over her legs and stuff because she hadn't trained properly. And this guy's like, oh, no, it's not their fault he didn't train properly. And now Ricky is blowing out the British Boxing Board of Control for helping her when it's because of them that she's in this situation. She'd never been allowed for that fight, should she? Yeah? From a boxing perspective, firstly, she hadn't done nothing to get a world title challenge. She hadn't won a single round against a world-class fighter in 3 rounds. Couldn't get ironed out at middleweight. Yeah, and she started as a lightweight, by the way. Yeah. And like I said, she had this anomaly on the brain, and well done for the British Border Control. No, they're in big trouble. There's something going on. Yeah, they'll probably pay off the family. Yeah, give them a, they don't want to go to court because if it all comes out, man, that company will be finished. Yeah, it's not America where you have to pay millions and millions, but this is dealing with someone's life, right? Yeah, and I don't know if their £1 million cash money in the bank will be enough. Yeah, and they don't want a real story to come out because they don't know they're finished. They know they're finished, right? Yeah, and like I said, yeah, Ricky Hatton could go jump in a lake, man. Yeah, wearing a gimp mask and in women's underwear, and they can handcuff his hands behind his back. Go swim your way out, fatty. Yeah, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. Trying to pretend you care about this poor woman, and but luckily Boxing Bar. Credit to Boxing Bar to Control. It sticks in my throat saying that. So yeah, Ricky Hatton, man. Yeah. You decided to sell your soul as well. Yeah. You lost all the respect of real fans. Yeah. I'm sorry you went to the dark path. The money might have been too much for you. Yeah, so go put your gimp mask on. Yeah. That'd be good. You wear your gimp mask, you shut up with that thing in your mouth, the rubber ball in your mouth. You won't be able to speak. Yeah. Anyway. One only plus is that with the Campbell and Hatton, I'll be sitting there like laughing when he gets knocked out, which has got to happen soon, man. He's awful. Can't punch. Yeah. He gasses. His chin's in the air and he gets caught all the time. He's going to get flattened. Then see how you like it. When he praised the British Boxing Bar that can short there. Oh, it was so good to see me son Campbell flattened. But I knew he'd be all right because the British Boxing Bar that control, credit to them. You're a mug.